Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and welcome to E's Winging It Wednesday. And we are going to wing it. I had two things in mind, to tell you the truth about it. I had something in mind yesterday, and then I changed my mind last night after watching Rachel's video. That is Roxy Creations. She inspired me to do something, and I'm just looking through and trying to find a paper that would work pretty well. I think that one might work. These are some sheets I believe I got from, I want to say ePapery, but if that's not right and you sent these to me, make sure that you link them or tell me below that you sent them to me. I didn't have these labeled. Normally I try to label them, but those weren't labeled, and I apologize for that. Now, if you have a thinner paper, this is about feels like a 28 to 32 pound paper. If you have a thinner paper, you might want to back it. I'm going to go ahead just simply because I want mine to be a little bit thicker. And since this is printed on parchment paper, I'm not even going to worry about cutting these little edges off because they're not going to show. They're not going to be bad. They're not white. I'm just going to fold mine about right there, and we'll see what that measures. That is almost 3 inches. So I'm just going to fold it there, and then I'm going to tear off the rest of this. Whoops. You can tell what a state my desk is in because every time I move something, something falls. Okay. Now this is 8.5 by 11 paper here. And see, you could use that, but I would put some little something behind it to make it a little stronger. And once you see what we're making, you'll know why I say that. I'm going to keep you in suspense for just a little bit. Alright, so that, I like that. That is going to be, and I think I want this to be the front. The back is not going to show on this. That's why I said you could use something else and save your paper if you wanted, but I'm just going to use this like this. Now, let's pretend that this is a journal page. What I want to do is I want to use this as a side tuck. This is a side tuck. So these parts I want to fold over. Now, I will glue this together in just a minute. Right now, I'm just kind of showing you what's in my brain and see if I can put it together before I forget exactly what needs to be done. So we've got a little piece that's folded over there, and that's going to flip over that page to hold it down. Okay, and then we come down here to the bottom, and you have got, let me get that back on there. You have got another part here that we need to do something with. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold that up right at that paper line. Now this is going to be, get it back around here, this is going to be a little tuck on this side. You could do it as a side tuck. You could cut this off and let it be a little side tuck or a little pocket. And then this, you can leave it like it is and just glue it down. That's probably what I'm going to do. Or you could leave that open too and let that be a little tuck for the top. So that would wrap around the page like that. This is going to be a pocket here, a side tuck pocket. And then we're going to decorate all of this. And then we're going to do something a little bit different right here. And I'll show you why I said I'm not going to use this as a little tuck up in there. Now, I'm going to glue mine down or glue it together because you could leave it open and have another tuck if you wanted, but I'm not going to do that. I just want to glue this part together just to make it stronger. And then here again, if you wanted to and you wanted to save your paper, you could always just use, a copy paper on the back or construction paper or whatever, because that part is not going to show. I'm just folding this around like this to make it a little bit quicker for the video. Isn't that pretty paper? I don't know who made it, but who did it. It's very, very pretty. I don't know why I think e-paper redid it. I don't know. Maybe they did. Okay, so that, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this sheet. I will add this sheet to a journal, so it's not gonna be a wasted thing. So that's how it's gonna go right there. Now I want to go ahead and punch a little pull in here. So I'm gonna find my center, because I want to get my pull in the right place if I can. Might be harder once I pull that off of there. So that's my center right there. That's our E ruler that has a center, zero center on it. Get this. And then we're just going to put that in the middle and punch a little pull. Now I'm going to go ahead and ink mine. And this parchment paper inks up so pretty. And thank you, Rachel. I will put Rachel's channel below so you guys can go over and check out her videos. She was not doing this particular thing. She was doing some, I think it's Roxy's What's in My Box thing that she does on Tuesdays. But I was watching, and she had one that she did similar to this, and I thought, that's a good idea. That's something different that we haven't done before. Okay, now we're going to put some glue, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this side. Well, I will when I unstop my glue. Take that little crust out of there. I'm going to put some down through here. And I'm putting just a little bead as close to the edge as I can get. Oops. If I don't keep running off the road. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to glue this whole piece down here. I want it glued down. Man, I ran off the road a bunch. Okay, then we're gonna I say gonna half the time. I know that's not particularly right, but I do it to aggravate my kids a lot, because they can't stand me to say that. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just glue this edge down and let this be just a little pocket. And I'm not even gonna punch a little pull in the top of that. I don't think we need it right now, so. Okay, so there is our page that I don't have folded exactly straight. There we go. And we have a side tuck here that's nice and full. We can go all the way to the ends with a tag or something. And then when we flip it over, we have a little pocket here that we can tuck something in. Then up here at the top, let me show you what we're going to do here. If I can find, hold on just a second. Okay, this is nice and strong, so what we're going to do is we're going to put an eyelet in it. And let's see, do I want it, what side do I want it on? I think I want it over here. Like that. Oh, I think I punched the wrong one. You did, Edith. You punched the little one. You need the big one. Okay. And then I think I'm going to put my eyelet in this way. Let's see, I gotta turn this over. Alright, that's nice and flush, so don't have to worry about that hurting anybody. Okay, then we're gonna take a little bulb clip. A little bulb clip. We're gonna put that in there, and then I'm gonna find a charm. Just a little charm that I can hang off of that. one of these Tim Holt charms will work. And there we go. So on the edge of our page, now we have a little charm hanging. And then we have a side tuck here. And then on this side, we have that. And then we have this as a little pocket. And I want to cover that because that's going to be upside down. But we're going to decorate this side first. See how easy and quick that is? And look what a pretty page it'll make. Now you don't have to glue yours down when you make them. Just make them and lay them aside and you can put them on your journal later. You can always add this later. You don't have to add it at the time. But let's put a few little embellishments on here. Let's see, what do we want to put? I don't want to cover up a lot of that. I want something here though because that's blank. You could always put another little pocket right here and have a... Oh, that's a good idea. Let's just do it. Why don't we do it? Let's see. Let me find something. I could use that as a pocket, I think. Which I have already backed that for a belly band, but I think that would work. Let's just do it. We can, I've got more paper I can use for belly bands, so I don't have to have that one. Now let me unbury, is that a word? We're about to dig up my trimmer so we can trim that. And it's already nice and strong, and I'm going to make a flat pocket, not one that has extra room, because we don't need it to have too much more room on there, do we? And we'll go ahead and punch just a little pull right here. We'll go ahead and ink it up. So we've got, with this one piece, we're going to have all kinds of pockets and everything. Pockets and tucks and pockets. I like to have a piece in the journal that's got a lot of interaction. So in other words, you can use it a lot of different ways. It's got a lot of pockets and things on there because that just makes it a lot easier to put your journal and everything together. Oh, I like that. Okay, we could put her down in there, I think. Yep, we could. We'll trim her off and we can go ahead and use it, I guess. And if I put it in a different journal that she doesn't work in, I'll just change out the little ephemera piece. Not a problem. I can change her out and put something else in there. But just for the sake of the video, we'll go ahead and put her in. Now let's round, I want to round the corners just a little. So I'm going to use my smallest punch to round the corners. Oops. You need to cut it before you pull it out, Edith. And then we'll put a little ink around this to make the photo look even older. There we go. And we will slide her in there, and I'm not going to push it all the way in because I want her face to show. Now up here I think I'll just put a flower. What do you think? Would that work? Not that one. I don't want it to cover up everything. We could use that. I had a blue one in here. Let's see what it looks like. It's more of a purple than a blue. Now I think it would cover up too much. Got this one is a blue one, but it's not big enough, I don't feel like. Alright, what about that one? Okay, if we put that one over to the side like that, I think that would work, and it's almost the same color blue as in here, so we'll use that one. And these are just some flowers from our, I think these are from ours or Rachel's, I can't remember, but and I have just cut them out, and I don't do a ton of fussy cutting. You know that I usually leave these background pieces in there, and then I just ink over them just a little bit. These are already a tan, so you don't really have to, but I can't stand to do that little intricate cutting. It kind of bothers my eyeballs. Okay. So we'll put this little guy down. I'm going to slide the little stem right behind that tag. That way it looks like that tag is helping hold everything down in place, even though it's not. Okay. Oh, and we do have more of those bone folders that should be here. I think tomorrow. I know I've had a lot of people ask, I can't believe you're out of bone folders again. We are. Those things, we got 30 this last time, and they were gone in just a little while. This time we've ordered, well, we ordered 50. We'll see what they send. They may not send but 20. Who knows? We never know what we're going to get. Alright, I like that. I do feel like this needs a little something. I have some of these little labels that I got from Nancy's Fancies Beads on Etsy. And let's see. These go the same way, so that will work. Let's see about this one. It says perfume. I don't have very many vertical stamps, or labels, I should say. And these are already on the sticky back. I like that. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. Now, do we need a label or something up there? What do you think? Or maybe just a little piece of washi or something? What about just a smidge of washi? I'll have to run this over my glue stick because it was actually rolled off a little bit. I started to put, this was my top. I was going to put back on my glue. Hey, like that. Alright. I kind of like that. I don't think we need anything else. I don't want to cover all that lace up. I think that's so pretty. So I don't think we need anything else on that side. This side's good, other than I want to put something right here because that wording is upside down. Not that that bothers me, because it doesn't. You know it does not. But I think we could put something else there and it would work. That's way too big. I'm just looking through a little pile of ephemera I have laying here that I still have not finished. Okay, let's do this. Grab a little piece of this vintage book page. And I'm going to put that down there. And then we'll put some little something on top of it, and that's all that it will need. Remind me to refill my glue. You know you guys have to keep me straight. I need my glue refilled. And I keep forgetting it. I forget it until I start to use it. Now right now you can see those glue lines on there. They will, when they dry, they will go away. And I think I might just grab one of these little flowers and just try to use it on here. Yeah, that little flower and maybe a little label of some kind. Alright, this is going to go in a little summer journal that I'm starting up as soon as I finish the ones I'm working on. So I think I'll just use that. It says lazy days, which I don't know whose days are lazy in summer. I feel like I work more in summer than I do winter. Because then there's all kinds of outside work that has to be done too, not just inside. Oh, come on. I can remember though when I was a kid, it was lazy days. I loved it when school was out and we got to, which my parents didn't let you lay around very long because my dad believed that if you didn't work, you didn't eat. So, but we got to rest a little bit when school was first out. He'd give us like 3 or 4 days that we could just do nothing except what we wanted to do. So we would go swimming, or we'd, of course, we didn't have swimming pools then. We went to the pond and swam. Or we would go to a friend's house, or we just, I can remember just laying around in a field and just laying there looking at the clouds and having it, feeling so good because I didn't have anything to do right then. Alright, so that is that one. Isn't that cute? I like that. And then this would just take a little tag or journal card stuck in there. So, and I'm not going to leave that one in there, but I'm just showing you that it would go. Alright, so that is one. Let's go ahead and make some, and we won't put this next one in. We'll just decorate it up. So let's see what we want to use. We want paper. Oh, that's a pretty one. All of them are pretty. But I have to find one that, you know, like if I folded that over, it'd cut her head off. So I have to find one that's got the right ingredients. I think I want to use that one. We'll look a little bit further, and if not, we'll use that one. Yeah, some of them you just can't use on this particular thing because it would end up messing them up. We don't want to mess bodies up, do we? And this one again has it's on parchment paper. So I can not even cut these little edges off. Now you don't have to have a particular size you want to fold this. You can make it bigger if you want. I'm just kind of going by my journals, what size I make them. So that's why I was just folding it about, what did I say, 3 inches? That just works best in my journal, but now you go by what size you need. I guess I'll save my other thought for next Wednesday, since I had 2 thoughts and I wanted to do this one today, so I'll save my other thought for next week. It'll be fun too. Alright, we're going to go ahead and glue this down. I have to do this one before I forget. Since it was on a video that I saw, if I don't do it, I forget it. And again, I just folded mine over, but you could use a different paper, just a scrap piece of paper or whatever to make it thicker, or not even make it thicker at all if you don't want to. You don't have to. Now I do have to have a piece of paper so I'll know how much to fold. Let's see, what side, what side do I want to use? I think I'll use this side. Yeah. So I'm just going to fold over a little bit on this one like I did before. And then we'll hook it around there, and then we know exactly how much to fold up at the bottom. Now if you want to use yours and not cut, not have the bottom upside down, you could just cut this off and put it on that way, but I just like being able to wrap it around like this. I don't mind that upside down because I can cover it with something that's not that much real estate to cover. So there we go. Got that. And I'm going to go ahead and ink it up. Because when I ink on these edges, you definitely can't tell that I didn't cut them off. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and punch a little pull, and I didn't measure this one, so we'll eyeball it. I'm going to punch my hole and I ink that up. So what I'm going to do now is I want to put something here. I don't necessarily want to cover that, but then again, I want something on it. And I was looking at that because it has that purple in it, and then there's some purple writing up through here. I thought that might be nice. So I think I'm just going to put it down. I'm not going to put it down as a pocket. I don't want to put extra pockets on this one. You can if you want to, but I'm just going to put this one down. And there goes my glue falling over. When the glue starts falling over, I know it's time to fill it. Okay, so that's there. And then I don't want to cover any of this up, so I'm not going to put anything else up through there. But I think on this side, I want to put something here. And I had just a little piece of paper here. And I went ahead and cut it down or trimmed it down with my fingers. And this is very thin paper, so I'm going to use my glue stick. This is like printed on, I don't know, it's almost as thin as vellum. It's very thin. So we'll put that down on there. And then it needs something right here because that's kind of blank. I don't know, this little piece is floating around on my desk. It's a little Tim Holtz piece. We might just tear that and put a piece of that on there. Let's see. It's got all kinds of dates on it, but we shall use it. There we go. So that will be our other little pocket on the other side. So that will just go around it like this. And my paper is kind of bowed, but that's not this fault. It's just that this paper is a little bit bowed from where it was in the water. But there you go. We got another side tuck. And you've got a little pocket here, or side tuck, whatever you want to do. You could just glue it on this side and let it be a tuck. And then that one I will put a little bubble clip on there when I put it in my journal. But that's that one. So all of these little pieces of paper that I have like this, that I haven't used in journals, I'm going to make these out of it and use some of my ephemera to decorate them up. I think that's going to be fun. What do you think? Is this something you want to give a try? If I make any more, I will go ahead and take pictures of them and let you guys see what I'm doing. Okay? Alright, I want to see some of these over on our Facebook group. That link is directly below the video. Tag me, let me know that you have made them using, our instructions on here. I want to see what you come up with. Alright, we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.